All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to Moto 2, the Triple Crown. I don't even think I fucking mentioned that in the first Moto. I don't even think I mentioned that. The Triple Crown finale, Hog Angeles to close out HRL RX. We finally did the damn RX season. After tonight, the regular season is in the books. It's over, and then just one more night, grand finals, and we'll finally have checked this off the HRL bucket list. I'm so happy. Like from a not just from a racer perspective, but from like a league running, like wanting to do cool shit perspective, I am so fucking happy. You have no idea. As you can see, the stands absolutely packed tonight. Everybody coming out to watch this finale. They want to see who is going to come out on top in these points battles. Details, Slaunch, Roman, Vulcan, Soul. I think Camby and Hunter have a little bit of a thing going. No, they got a little bit of a thing going in the points as well. Let's go through the starting order here. We're going to have Matt, Ramda, Camby. We're going to have Slaunch, Vulcan, Detail, Roman, Jimmy Johnson, Hunter, and then Soul in the last position. Hunter, mid nade toss. He even got the... How the fuck did he jump that high? Oh my god. What the hell? Is this a bug? Is the jump height that... What the Yo, that's low-key a... Hold up. Wait. Pause the VOD. Hold on. I just accidentally walked into a sick screenshot. What? That's the thumbnail. Live thumbnail on the VOD. I don't even care. I can't believe that just happened. Are you kidding me? I am a visionary. All right, well, there we go. We got the thumbnail for Moto 2. I'll have to go back and do Moto 1s. I forgot. I'm glad that happened, because if that didn't happen right there, I wouldn't have done any of the thumbnails tonight. All right, so 16 laps, 33 on the checkpoint again. Hunter throwing the nade. It's out, and we're green. Moto 2. Who's going to survive? Oh, no, Vulcan lands on the drivers in front of him. A great recovery, though. What the hell? Wow, Matt and Camby send at the front of the field. I kind of like that. They land. Here come the cheesers 4 wide. That's not going to work. Oh, no. Detail goes over. Roman makes contact. Luke's getting thrusted in the middle. Roman stuck. Detail goes down again. What just happened? We almost have to look at... Make another look at that. Like, what just happened right there? So Matt and Camby hit the full send, which in retrospect might not have been the play. I low-key like the idea. All these guys coming in hot from behind. Detail gets a little cheese. I think Armada was up there. Armada saw Camby. He probably didn't see Detail. Gets cheesed into the rocks. He's gone. Roman's right behind him. He's gone. Luke's right behind Roman. He gets plowed in the ass by Hunter. He's fucking inverted. How does Detail go down again? Oh my goodness. Matt hit the rock. Just an unfortunate error, and then he just hits right into him, and then the disc... That is a brutal start. Wow. Roman and Detail, who were part of great battles from last Moto. Roman, Detail, and Luke, really, in like a crazy battle for a little bit. They all get involved in some heavy cheese. Oh, look at this Joker action. They all get involved in some heavy cheese. And already a gopher there for Luke, too. Not an ideal start for these guys. Not an ideal for this start for these guys after they put on a great show for that 3-4-5 battle in Moto 1. We'll see if they can recover, and that's unfortunate because obviously for Luke it doesn't really matter, but for wow, a send right there for Detail and Roman. I mean, they both have points battles that they're trying to fight for. Who led the first lap? Who succeeded? Armada! Armada leads the first lap down. Are we in for some more spice? Armada, Camby, Slaunch. That is your top 3. We might be in for some more spice. Soul and Hunter have already worked their way to the top 5. Oh, big jokers coming in. Big jokers coming in. I love that shot. Soul, Hunter, Vulcan. Oh, the rejoin. Luke went in as well. I think done with his jokers now. Roman did not. Detail comes out in the middle of that, but these guys are like getting done with their jokers. He still has both to take, I think, and he's just going to have to try his best. I mean, it's going to be a recovery. I mean, that was so brutal. It's going to be a recovery moto for him for sure, but on the bright side, he did finish. I'm not talking the killers. He did finish ahead of Slaunch in the first moto. So it might be another, after Lagavulin, where, you know, another tied overall with Luke. They've had a couple this season, you know, Detail taking his overall at Phoenix. It might not be, you know, after having an overall competitive night, that might not be the case here, but might be a recovery point night. But the points battle for Slaunch that he's still going for is definitely still on. And there's always that third one, too. You got to remember that, too. This isn't the end of the night. I love, like, the finale should always be a Triple Crown. I love the Triple Crown finale. Like, the Triple Crown just makes things so interesting in general. Big moves. Hunter going down. Luke making a pass there. Let's catch all that happened there. That was kind of... All right, let's take a look at the action. So Roman ran the inside. Luke stuck it around the outside, and then Hunter hits a bump in front. And this ends up being a double pass for Luke. Hunter loses 2 positions, and he's having like the roughest recovery ever. Oh my god. Hunter lost not only the 2 positions, but a ton of time. Perhaps a very big moment in the moto right there. Look at the gaps. Holy shit. I mean, obviously some jokers, but this isn't the longest joker ever. Like, this is pretty wild. Armada is still leading. 3 laps in. Let's go. Slaunch is past Camby. This is your top 3. I would like to get a field... Oh, fuck. Come on, Armada. You got to hold on to that. I got to get a field order right here. So that's your top 3. Armada, Slaunch, Camby. Then we got Soul. Then we got Detail. Then we got Vulcan. Then we got Luke, Roman. And then Hunter. And then Matt. That's got to be the order. Okay. So now that we've been cheesing stuff throughout the field, let's take a look at our top 3 and what's going on here. So Camby did have that 2nd place spot. I believe Slaunch was able to pass him on track. Now Slaunch is going to try to track down Armada, see what he can do there. If Slaunch can catch up to Armada, I mean, this is a prime opportunity for Slaunch. All right, it's been a great start. He's had a fantastic start. He has Armada in the lead. Armada has struggled a lot in the season. That being said, I did say that this track has some similarities to Phoenix, and funnily enough, Phoenix was where Armada picked up his only podium on the season. You got to think. You got to think. We'll see. We'll see. But if Armada could hold on to this, I mean, that would be fantastic for him. We'll see what he can do here. Or wait, I'm supposed to talk shit. I don't even need to talk shit. That wasn't even on purpose. I swear to Bob. Okay, Ramda, when you're watching, I swear to Bob, that wasn't even on purpose. Like, the caster's curse timing of that was in... I genuinely did not... I have not pre-watched these. I had no idea that was about to happen. I swear on my life. That is insane. I'm not talking insane in the membrane, but that was like, how did that just happen? Armada goes down on the inside after having a great run. Man, that is fucking brutal. All good, all good. We got to do a quick pause. I spit on the screen. Okay, we're back. Detail sent up a move. That was close. But Armada, another driver that's looking forward to the Hog season, Indy Hog season, and you got to think he's looking forward to that too, because Armada, you know, in the beginning of the year, the highlight of his year, he won a moto and was competitive in the overall when we were trying Infinite on... That sucks. That sucks. Wow. He gets passed by Detail, Vulcan, and Luke now. That's tough. But the highlight for Armada was that beginning of the year. So he won. Slaunch is going to lead the lap now to here. Obviously, take the lead there. I can't remember, but it was the Detail and I co-forge. I can never remember the name of that track. It's like, it's a joke. Oh, I remember what the joke is, and it helped remember the name of the track. Lamau. It's Cadettis Creek. That's how I'm going to say it. And Armada won a moto there and was competitive in the overall. And then you know, we end Infinite, and then we start up with the Hogs, and he wins fucking Hogtona. Not just a moto, but wins the damn overall too. He just got the Moto, didn't get the overall. He wins the Moto and the damn overall, and that's the highlight for. That's probably his highlight on the year. I guarantee you, he's probably still thinking about it. He's like, yeah, one fucking Ogtona, get fucked. About his other results, that's probably what he'd say on it, I imagine. But that was a great moment for him, and something must have happened to Vulcan there because Luke gets by Vulcan there too. Moves are being made. Luke's up to 5th now. Slaunch still holding the lead. Slaunch can be Soul. Detail Luke. Luke up to top 5. Vulcan 6th. Roman 7th. He's still trying to bring it back. Armada back to 8th. And our Hunter 9th. Man, that's brutal, man. Armada in the span of 2 laps went from fucking 1st to 8th. I feel so bad. Like, that sucks. He was in a good spot. He had a good gap, too. Like, he was in a good position, man. Well, on the bright side for Armada, less cheese RX does. That's Rallycross, right? It has a lot of cheese that can conk you, and you know, some drivers thrive in it, some drivers like it, some drivers figure out the way through it, and then for others it's a struggle. And then, to be fair, I think it's like that for everybody depending on the track. I think everybody's had a track or two that they've really liked and really naturally taken a feel for. And I think a lot of drivers have also had a track or two in the schedule where it's just like brutal for them, and that's just the way it's going to go in RX, I think. That's just the way RX is. I thought that was Slaunch. Slaunch now has a pretty big lead on Camby. Detail, Soul, Luke, Vulcan. Yeah, and these guys, this pack's getting tight. This race, I don't think this race is over by any means. This race, I promise you guys, this race has a lot of spice left over. Let's keep watching this. This race has a lot of spice left over as we're about halfway through. It's a little over halfway through with Slaunch here. And again, Slaunch really wants this win. Because if he, I mean, this would be huge. Like, him getting a win, putting the pressure on Detail, Detail having a rough night so far, like, that would be absolutely massive.
Lap complete.
Soul making some runs right there. Soul, like, having a little look-see to the inside. Detail carrying the speed afterwards, getting away from him. Soul getting a really nice jump up the hill there, though. That's a battle lurking. See if Luke or Vulcan can catch up to that as well. Camby just kind of holding on to his second. But the thing to keep this interesting, guys, Slaunch is not taking any jokers. Camby has not taken any jokers. Detail has not taken any jokers. Your top 3 right now has not taken any jokers. Soul in 4th is done. Luke in 5th right there, done. Vulcan 6th right there, done. Roman 7th there, I would imagine at this point, has to be done. So that top 3, they are the top 3. And we only have 6 laps to go. But to my knowledge, none of them have taken any jokers yet. And the rest of the field is not that far behind, and they are all done. This is one of those classic Rallycross Joker strategy moments. Here we go. It starts. We're going to have to watch and see how this unfolds. This is some of my favorite parts of these races. What keeps them so unique. And right there, Camby taking the first Joker already. Kind of brutal. Going to lose several positions. Camby goes all the way behind Detail, Soul, Luke as well. But Detail on that same Joker strategy, though. So now it kind of opens up a window. Now that Detail knows that's the case, because obviously Camby, no Mike, they don't know what the strategy is. Now Detail knows, he's like, oh, I got to haul ass now. Because he's on that same strat. He was behind Camby going into it. So if Detail hauls ass right here, you know, he can get back in front of Camby when the Jokers cycle out. Matt doing a pretty good job of getting out of the way right there. Solid blue flagging. Gotta tip it. Commendable. 5 laps to go. Camby going for the second Joker. Yeah, like, maybe spicing some things up there, but honestly, Matt did a pretty good job blue flagging. I don't think that really spiced anything up. Although Soul and Luke are getting pretty close. The exit right there with Camby and Roman. I think we... Oh! Oh, it was Matt. It was Matt. Okay. That was a brutal crash. I thought that was like a guy in like the top 3 battle or something. I was about to freak out. Matt going with the advanced. blue flag tactics, just trying to help everybody get by right there. Nah, I'm cheesing. He probably just hit the inside a little too hard. That was a brutal part for a lot of people on the night. That terrain section, all the terrain sections really, but that one in particular was pretty tough for the drivers. But yeah, Camby, wow. And that just goes to show how interesting this is. Remember, Camby, with both Jokers taken, he's behind Roman now, right? Yes, he's behind Roman by quite a bit. And remember, Camby was running second, and now he's behind Roman. Detail and Slaunch, they're 1-2 now. They have 2 Jokers of their own to take as well. This race, it ain't over. It ain't over. And we're approaching 3 laps to go. They're going to have to get on that Joker train real soon. Slaunch and Detail running out of time. They're getting kind of close, too. I feel like Detail's kind of catching Slaunch and getting away from Soul and Luke. This is getting pretty interesting. Yeah, no, that's definitely happening.
Lap complete.
Another lap down. 3 to go. Not that much time remaining in the second moto of Hog Angeles. And it's literally Slaunch and Detail, the battle for second place points. That is what's happening on track right now. You love to see it. Slaunch is literally saving it for the last 2 laps. Detail, gonna take one here. Where does he come out? Oh, it's gonna be tight. Side by side with Vulcan. Side by side with Vulcan. Making a move to the inside. Vulcan takes the spot. Comes out behind Vulcan. Oh! And right there! Soul with a little bit of cheese in the terrain, and that allows Luke to go by. And that might be a huge move because... And they, you know, I don't know if they're fully aware of it at the time, but we're going to 2 to go. That might be the lead battle. That might be the win battle right there. And that slight slip up from Soul might have costed it. Luke not getting the shift right there, though. Soul bringing it back. Vulcan there, too. And if they're bunching up a little bit, Detail will get back into this. Roman's right there. Detail does have another Joker to take. That's going to be brutal for him. We'll see how this works out. Get to try to have some good Joker runs. Oh, my goodness, Slaunch. Oh, my God. So Detail's going to come out behind them. I got to see this because this is the race. Slaunch here. Where does he come out? He comes out side by side with Soul, and he tries to... I respect that he tried to hold it flat out, and he ends up hitting the wall, and it's going to hurt him tremendously. And now Roman is attacking Slaunch, and I think Slaunch still has another Joker to take. Detail's done with his. Moto 1 was pretty crazy. Moto 2, here at the end, now that the Jokers have been taken, might be even crazier. All these spots, all these points, positions, and battles, we're going to the white flag. It's all up for grabs, but there's only one more lap of opportunity for these guys to take anything. One more lap, and Soul is so close. Soul is so close. Luke trying to protect the inside. And this would be huge if Soul could pull this off, and it's crazy to think if he didn't cheese that entry, he'd be in such a good position for that 2 in a row. That would have been massive. But honestly, I mean, even second here is great. Slaunch taking that Joker, and oh man, he's going to come out behind Detail, but in front of Camby at least. That's brutal. If Slaunch didn't hit the wall, you see right there, you could tell he sent that last-ditch effort. If Slaunch didn't hit the wall, I think he maybe could have either came out in front of Detail or side by side with him. Oh my goodness, it's not over yet though. Oh! Big sends. What in the hell is going on in this last lap? All the sends. It's going to be close. Might be a photo finish back there. Luke will hold off Soul. He's going to take the win. Luke, Soul, Vulcan. And then Roman, Detail. Camby gets him. What? What happened? What in the hell happened at the end? We need to see that again. What happened here? Camby is behind Slaunch. Okay, let's get a run through of what happened here. All right, so the top 3 were pretty settled at this point. Top 3 pretty settled at this point, but Roman, I think, maybe has a rough run here and, like, hits the rocks a little bit, and Detail's trying to get by him because Detail's just trying to get the best finish he can, but right here he gets in a weird spot because he can't do anything about that. Roman's just going to have the inside, but Detail's still going for it, gets a rock for it, and then that sends Slaunch to Detail's inside. And Slaunch, I don't know what happened there. If he let off trying to avoid midair collision, or if he hit him midair, I don't know. But it allows Camby to come from the back. And Camby was like nowhere near. And now Camby's in there. And just carrying the momentum, just has a good run over the first one, and then he just has to run it. Slaunch had the run at the end, but it wasn't enough. Camby clearly got that. God damn it, that means I need to change my stats. Just one more thing to do. I want to get to the fucking... But yeah, Camby definitely got that photo finish at the line. Wow. What a race. I mean, I thought Moto 1 was pretty crazy, but hell, that might have been even better. What is Moto 3 going to offer us? What an unpredictable race. I mean, and Luke involved in that three-way crash in the beginning and ends up coming out with the win. Roman and Detail recover for top fives. What a fucking race. That was insane. So in the end, it's going to be Luke taking another one on the season. The weekly streak of getting a win continues. Going to take another one. Soul of great running. I mean, this is I mean, he's pretty much got it at this point, I feel like. I mean, this has been a great clutch up effort from Soul. Another podium. Vulcan. Oh, interestingly enough, Vulcan, that's the battle right there. Soul, Vulcan, Roman. There they are. They're all there. And then Detail running out the top five. The points battles, all the spice continues. Continues into Moto 3. And honestly, like from a spectator standpoint, great motos. Really, really fun to watch so far. Hope you guys enjoyed that Moto 2. Make sure you don't miss Moto 3.